Good afternoon, dear students. Today we have with us our student Miss.ANJALI from 3rd CZBt KLESNC Society's S. Nizlingappa College to present her seminar talk on enzymes. Now, this virtual platform is yours. Over to you, Miss Anjali.
Good afternoon to everyone present here. I am Anjali V from 2nd year CZBT. Today I am here to present a seminar on topic enzymes. Before starting with my seminar, I heartily thank Pratibha ma'am, Head of Department Biotechnology, for giving this opportunity to present a seminar. Now, let we start. In this seminar, we go through the contents: introduction, classification, enzyme kinetics, factors affecting enzyme activity, coenzymes, cofactors. As we start any topic to learn, we just come across the general question, why should we study this topic? So, why to study enzymes and why to study it in biotechnology? Well, applications of enzyme are the main reasons to study this. All the metabolic reactions such as photosynthesis, digestion, and respiration are catalyzed by enzymes, allow them proceed faster at body temperature. Understanding the nature of enzyme function will enable us to understand why metabolic reactions such as photosynthesis and respiration are affected by factors such as pH and temperature. Use of enzymes in biotechnology for food production. Example, lactose-free milk, manufacture of antibiotic penicillin, and in biological washing powders. Now, what are enzymes? Enzymes are biological catalysts. It's also called as biocatalysts, synthesized by living cells that accelerate biochemical reaction. The orderly course of metabolic process is only possible because each cell is equipped with its own genetically determined set of enzymes. It is only factor that allow coordinated sequence of reaction metabolic pathways involved in many regulatory mechanisms. Almost all enzymes are proteins except catalytically active ribonucleic acids that are ribozymes. Discovery of enzymes. Louis Pasteur, studying the process of wine fermentation, came to conclusion that certain vital force in the yeast is the cause of fermentation. He called them ferments. In 1833, French chemist Pavin discovered the first enzyme diastase. The presence of enzyme was first reported by W. Cunnam in 1878. Enzymes was first isolated from the yeast cell by Edward Buncher in 1897. Cunnam coined the term enzyme from two Greek words. En means in, zyma means yeast. So enzyme means inside the yeast. Zymes was the first discovered enzyme by Pachner. The first purified and crystallized enzyme was urease by from J.B. Sumner from jack beans. Proteinaceous nature of enzyme was established by Northrop and Sumner. These are the discoverers of enzyme. They contributed a lot to the discovery of enzymes. Got the half of the Nobel Prize for his discovery that enzymes can be crystallized. Northrop and Stanley also got the Nobel Prize for the remarkable contribution in the discovery for the preparation of enzymes and virus proteins in a pure form. Now, properties of an enzyme. It is a biological catalyst. It lowers the energy input or activation energy required for a chemical reaction to proceed. It speeds up the rate of reaction. Enzymes are proteins. Enzymes remain unchanged after a reaction and therefore can work again. Enzymes are specific to substrate. of a reaction. Enzymes are reversible and can catalyze a reaction going both ways, synthesis or lysis. Enzymes are denatured by change in temperature, change in pH because they are sensitive to temperature and pH. Structure of enzyme. Enzyme, as we know, enzymes are proteins made up of proteins, chains of amino acids. Enzymes will twist and fold in a specific shape due to how the amino acids are attracted to each other. Enzyme shape attracts specific molecules. Substrate means molecules that bind with the enzyme. Active site, location on the enzyme where the substrate bind to the enzyme. Enzyme weakens and breaks the bonds of the substrate to form product. Amylase and the starch are the example. Amylase is an enzyme, starch is a substrate. Active site can be divided into two sites, binding site and catalytic site. In binding site, it holds the substrate in a place, whereas catalytic site is where reaction occurs. Classification based on the site of enzyme action. Intracellular enzymes. In this, enzymes are synthesized and retained in the cell for the use of cell itself. They are found in cytoplasma, nucleus, mitochondria, and chloroplast. Example, enzymes involved in the reduction in the mitochondria. Extracellular enzymes. Enzymes are synthesized in the cell but secreted from the cell to work externally. And the example, digestive enzymes produced by the pancreas are not used by the cells in the pancreas, but they are transported to duodenum. Classification based on the composition. Simple enzyme, composed only protein component. Complex enzyme, these are the enzyme. In addition to the protein content, they also has cofactor in turn to function. Apoenzymes are the inactive form of an enzyme because it is missing cofactor. Holoenzyme is the active form of enzyme with cofactor. This is a apoenzyme, it is a protein part. Cofactor is a non-protein part. All this constitute a holoenzyme which is active form. Cofactors. Cofactor is a non-protein molecule which carries out chemical reaction that cannot be performed by standard 20 amino acids. Cofactors are of two types, organic cofactors and inorganic cofactors. Inorganic cofactors, as name suggests, these are the inorganic molecules required for the proper activity of enzyme. Example, hexokinase needs Mg plus 2 to convert glucose to glucose 6 phosphate. Organic cofactors. These are the organic molecules required for the proper activity of enzyme. Example, glycogen phosphorylase requires the small organic molecule pyridoxal phosphate. This is the structure of pyridoxal phosphate. Types of organic cofactor. There are two types of organic cofactors. One is prosthetic group and another one is coenzyme. Prosthetic group is a tightly bound to the organic cofactor. Example, flavins, heme groups and biotin. Coenzymes are a cofactor which loosely bound to the organic cofactor. Coenzymes. Coenzymes are organic non-protein molecules that loosely bind with a protein molecule, that is apoenzymes, to form the active enzyme. Coenzymes are small molecules. They cannot catalyze a reaction by themselves, but they can help enzymes to do so. Example, FAD. Silent features of coenzyme. Coenzymes are each stable and they are low molecular weight substance. The coenzymes combine loosely with the enzyme molecules and so the coenzyme can be separated easily by dialysis. When the reaction is completed, the coenzyme is released from the apoenzyme and goes to the some other reaction site. Function of coenzyme. Coenzyme is essential for the biological activity of the enzyme. A coenzyme is a low molecular weight organic substance without which the enzyme cannot exhibit any reaction. One molecule of coenzyme is able to convert a large number of substrate molecules with the help of enzyme. Nomenclature of enzymes. There are thousands of different enzymes in the living organisms which show great diversity in their action. To differentiate them, their naming is important. We can name on the basis of substrate on which they act, on the basis of kind of reaction they catalyze, combining both substrate and action. Enzymes can be named according to the substrate on which they act. This is done by adding suffix "ase" to the name of the substrate. Example, sucrase. Enzyme can be named according to the reaction they catalyze. Suffix "ase" is added to the kind of reaction they catalyze, dehydrogenase. Recent method of enzyme nomenclature. This is called systematic naming proposed by International Union of Biochemistry. Enzymes name can be made up of two parts, one part indicating the substrate and the second part indicating the action. The second part ends in ase. Example, lactate dehydrogenase. EC number. EC number is enzyme commission number. Each enzyme is described by a sequence of four numbers preceded by EC. First digit represents the class, classify the enzyme based on its reaction. Second digit stands for the subclass, indicates the type of group involved in the reaction. Third digit is the subclass or subgroup, indicates the substrate on which group acts. Fourth digit gives the number of the particular enzyme in the list, indicates the serial number of individual enzyme. For example, lactate dehydrogenase. First digit explains class, second subclass, third subclass, and fourth is the specific enzyme name in the list. Classification of enzyme. According to International Union of Biochemistry, system of classification, enzymes can be divided into 6 classes based on the nature of reaction. Oxidoreductase. This class comprises the enzyme which are earlier called dehydrogenases, oxidases, peroxidases, hydrolysis. The group in fact includes those enzymes which bring about reaction between two substrates, catalyze redox reaction, and can be categorized into oxidase and reductase. More precisely, they catalyze electron transfer reaction. Alcohol dehydrogenase, acetyl coenzyme A dehydrogenase, cytochrome oxidase catalyze. These are the examples of oxidoreductases. Transferases catalyze the transfer or exchange of certain groups amongst the enzyme. Enzyme catalyzing the transfer of one carbon group, aldehyde or ketonic residues, and acyl, glycosyl, alkyl, phosphorus or sulfur containing group. This is a general reaction. Hydrolysis catalyze the hydrolysis reaction, that is breakdown of covalent bonds by introduction of water. Example, digestive enzymes like amylase. Lyases catalyzes by the non-hydrolytic removal of functional group from substrate and cleavage of covalent bond, or reverse reactions, that is addition of functional group across the double bond. Example, aldolases. Isomerases catalysis by the rearrangement of molecular structure to form isomers. Includes epimerization and cis-trans isomerization. Example, epimerase. Ligases catalyzes by the synthesis of various bonds coupled with the breakdown of energy containing substrate, usually ATP. Adds molecule to substrate, example, carboxylase. Mechanism of action of enzyme. First step in first step, enzyme combines with substrate to form enzyme substrate complex. Next step, enzyme substrate complex converts into enzyme product complex. At the last, enzyme product complex give rise to the enzyme and product. Enzyme substrate interaction are explained by the lock and key model and induced fit model. Lock and key model put forth by Emil Fischer in 1894. According to this model, uh, just like the particular key fits the particular lock, same as this enzyme particular enzyme fits particular substrate. Induced fit model proposed by Daniel Koshland in 1959. According to this theory, the active site of enzyme contains two sites, binding site and catalytic site. As soon as the substrate comes in contact with the binding site, the active site of an enzyme undergoes conformational changes so as to bring the catalytic site opposite to the substrate bonds to be broken. Enzyme kinetics. It is a branch of biochemistry in which we study the rate of enzyme catalyzed reactions. Kinetic analysis reveals the number and the order of the individual step by which enzymes transform substrate into products. Studying an enzyme's kinetics in this way can reveal the catalytic mechanism of that enzyme, its role in metabolism, how its activity is controlled, and how a drug or an against might inhibit the enzyme. Michelson-Menten model for enzyme kinetics. Michelson-Menten kinetics is one of the simplest and best known models of enzyme kinetics. This model explains how an enzyme can cause kinetic rate enhancement of a reaction and why the rate of reaction depends on the concentration of enzyme present. These are the two scientists. According to this model, the enzyme reversibly bind with substrate to form enzyme substrate complex that subsequently yields product. At low temperature, at low substrate concentration, the initial velocity is concentration of as the concentration of a substrate is increased, the initial velocity increases less as it is no longer proportional to the substrate concentration. Further, may be due to the saturation of active sites of all the enzyme molecules with substrate molecules. At this stage, reaction proceeds at its maximum rate. This is the equation given by Michelson and Menten, where V naught is the initial reaction velocity, V max is the maximum velocity, Km is the Michelson constant, S is the substrate concentration. Significance of V max and Km value. Km or Michelson-Menten constant is defined as the substrate concentration to produce of maximum velocity in an enzyme catalyzed reaction. The Km values of enzyme differ greatly from one another but it is a characteristic features of particular enzyme. For most of the enzyme, the general range is between 10 to the power of minus 1 and 10 to the power of minus 6 m. The Km value depends on the particular substrate on the environmental conditions such as temperature and ionic concentration, but it is not dependent on the concentration of the enzyme. Km is a measure of the strength of ES complex. The high Km value indicates weak binding, whereas the low Km value signifies the strong binding. The maximal rate represents the turnover number of enzyme if the concentration of the active site is known. Factors affecting enzyme activity. A number of factors affect the activity of enzyme in an enzyme catalyzed reaction, by majority affecting the tertiary structure of enzyme, that is, the active site. The main factors are as follows: temperature, pH, substrate concentration, presence of inhibitors. Effect of temperature on enzyme. Enzymes are thermolayable. They are sensitive to temperature variations. Each enzyme is most active at specific temperatures called optimum temperature. Example, 37 degrees Celsius for amylase. The range of optimum temperature for enzymes is 25 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius. Temperature increases with up to optimum temperature increases enzyme activity due to increase in kinetic energy that molecules possess. Thus, rate of reaction also increase. Increase in temperature behind the optimum temperature or a high temperature put a strain on the bonds in a tertiary structure of proteins like hydrogen bonds, disulfide bonds, etc., leading to loss of tertiary structure and thereby changing the shape of active site and ultimately loss of enzyme activity. This is known as denaturation of enzyme. As the it reaches the optimum temperature, behind the optimum temperature, the enzymes go denatured. Effect of pH. pH depends on the concentration of hydrogen ion in a solution. Each enzyme has an optimum pH ranging from 6.0 to 7.5. Enzymes are denatured at extreme of pH, except for few enzymes like pepsin, which can function at pH 2, acidic pH. Trypsin works at pH of 8.8, highly basic pH, but most enzymes operate maximally at neutral pH like amylase 6.8, urease 7.0, and catalase 7.0. Change in hydrogen ion concentration causes changes in the ionization and solubility of enzyme. pH also affects the formation of hydrogen bonds and disulfide bridges. Effect of substrate concentration. At constant enzyme concentration, in increase in the substrate concentration, the rate of reaction increases. The reason is because more and more active sites of enzyme will be occupied by substrate molecule. This will happen till all active sites are occupied by substrate known as saturation of enzyme. Any further increase will not cause any change. At this stage, velocity of reaction is maximum, called as maximum velocity or Vmax. Enzyme inhibition. Any substances that can diminish the velocity of an enzyme catalyzed are known as enzyme inhibitors. The process is known as enzyme inhibition. This includes drugs, antibiotics, poisons, and metabolites. Useful in understanding the significant sequence of enzyme catalyzed reaction, metabolic regulation, studying the mechanism of cell toxicity produced by toxicants forms the basis of drug designing. Types of inhibition. Inhibition is divided into reversible and irreversible. First, reversible inhibition. Inhibitors binds non-covalently with enzyme If inhibitor is removed, the action of enzyme fully restored. That's why it is a reversible process. An equilibrium is established between the free inhibitor and enzyme inhibitor complex defined by the equilibrium constant Ki. The activity is fully restored on removing the inhibitor by dialysis. Competitive inhibition. Inhibitor binds reversibly to the same site that the substrate binds competes with the substrate for binding. Substrate analog. Inhibitor closely resembles the substrate. Inhibitor can be reversed by increasing the concentration of substrate reversibly. Degree of inhibition depend on the concentration of substrate and inhibitor and on the affinities of enzyme for substrate and inhibitor. Uncompetitive inhibition. Inhibitor binds only to enzyme substrate complex. Binding site for inhibitor is created only upon substrate binding. There is no enzyme inhibitor complex, only enzyme and enzyme substrate complex and enzyme substrate inhibitor complex. But enzyme substrate inhibitor complex cannot make a product. Example, tetramethylene sulfoxide and 3-butyl thiolene 1 oxide are uncompetitive inhibitors of liver alcohol dehydrogenases. Non-competitive inhibition. These can bind to the enzyme or enzyme substrate complex. Enzyme can bind both substrate and inhibitor, but enzyme substrate inhibitor complex cannot make product, inhibits by binding reversibly to the enzyme but not at the active site. Irreversible enzyme inhibitors. The binding of an inhibitor can stop a substrate from entering the enzyme's active site from the catalyzing its reaction. Irreversible inhibitors usually react with the enzyme and change it chemically. Suicide inhibition. It is a special type of irreversible inhibition of enzyme activity, relatively unreactive until they bind to the active site of a specific enzyme. A suicide inactivator undergoes the first few chemical steps of the normal enzymatic reaction. But instead of being transformed into the normal product, inactivator is converted to a very reactive compound that combines irreversibly with the enzyme. They hijack the normal enzyme reaction mechanisms to inactivate the enzyme. Significant role in the rational drug design. Thank you. I finally thank.
Thank you, Miss Anjali, for the seminar talk on enzymes. Q&A session class will conduct in offline classes. Okay. Thank you everyone for investing your quality of time. Keep learning, stay safe, stay connected. Make sure to stay tuned with us for the next session. Thank you.